Well, hello there, and welcome to the Superhero Hub. I'm Sam,
I'm Matt.
and today we're reviewing,
The Walking Dead.
aka disappointing. Um, it's got to have been baggage, right? I don't know whether, because I know TV recently for the past like 1 or 2 weeks, nothing's been lit for me, nothing's been hot, and I can literally, as I said to you, because I ain't gonna, shortchange the listener. I'm gonna tell everyone how it is. I felt like I could have just not watched the episode, gone on Wikipedia, and read the 4-line thing of what happened in the episode, and I wouldn't have been any less better off.
Yeah, it's disappointing when someone gets blown up by like a rocket launcher or something, and even that don't excite you. But at that point, I was just out of it.
I know it was just baggage. Like Rick goes to the people at the junkyard and's like, "Yo, I'm gonna do a deal." Hashtag big.
See, even that, I forgot that happened. I forgot Rick was in the episode. That's how like pointless that was.
Yeah, like. I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but looking forward, they've dashed him in that little cargo thing. So I was expecting all of a sudden there to be a carpet bomb. You know what I mean? Because literally is in the safest place in that cargo bin. So why don't someone just, I don't know, literally just carpet bomb the area? All of them are outside. They're going to get mullered and he can just step out. You know what I mean? That's what I'm expecting. So, I mean... Yeah, so he gets locked there. You had Carl with Siddiq.
What's up with that? Carl was far more interesting when he was killing people.
Yeah.
What's he gone all like super soft?
I guess because he lost his eye. But like,
Ugh.
truth be told, I was watching it and he could have done. I mean, it's cheap and it's hacky, but he could have dropped a real good one-liner like, Joe, when he gets up. All the zombies are dead on the floor and then Siddiq's like, "Oh, are you alright?" And he steps up and he's got blood all over his jumper, like shirt. If he just kind of shook the shirt and was like, "Nah, this was my best shirt," it's a real hacky and whack joke. But I mean,
It is.
like in my head, I visualise the people who watch this and I imagine they would have laughed. Like it would have been hilarious. I thought they should
You know
have...
that This is one thing that frustrates me sometimes, and I have to try and set it aside and realise these people got a show to make and whatnot, but it's like, it bugs me how inconsistent they are when dealing with the zombies. Because we'll watch another episode and Carl would have bumped off those zombies easily on his own, but because he needs someone to help him, now like 2 zombies are going to be a problem.
Yeah, they need to make the guy relevant. I don't know what to say, man, but yeah. So you had that. Then you had the worst character in the TV show, even though everyone seems to bomb off her Carol. Wet blanket, mate. She's whack as anything. You got her with the little kid. I'm annoyed she intervened because I think that kid could have murked them 2 zombies and I think that would have done wonders for his self-confidence. So I was annoyed she swanned in and one-timed them. And then, yeah, she goes and speaks to Ezekiel like, "Look, I'm going to lay my cards out on the table because I'm real like that." You had a couple of episodes, you had people talking about the king, the widow, and Rick. Like it was meant to be some big, massive thing, like ominous thing, like prophecy, if you will. I know that sounds batty. So when I see the title of this episode being that, I thought this is going to be a big episode. I mean, you know what I mean? And it was like, it was even, I mean, like, all the other episodes have been baggage and slow, but this is even worse. It's like...
Is that what it's called? The King, the Widow, this episode?
The Widow and Rick, yeah, that's why I thought, this is going to be a big...
Rick's barely in it!
That's what I mean. It's crazy. I don't get it. I thought, it was going to be some... It would have been better if they called that the mid-season finale when something actually happened, because nothing happened. It's weird. It's like... you know how I felt? I thought, it's going to be, everything's going to be kicking off. You know, the first episode, they locked the people in the sanctuary. It's all going to be kicking off. We're going to see Merkins. And literally, after the first episode, everything just stopped. You know what I mean? Like, it's gone real slow. It's like, I don't, like, the first thing that pops into my head is character building, and it's like, this is season 8, so they don't really need to character build. I think all of a sudden what they've done is they're trying to do this big moral thing. They're taking out Sanctuary, and they've got all these people, and now they're deciding what kind of people they are now, because you got Maggie flexing as a leader. You had Ezekiel lose everything, so to speak, and now it feels like they're doing season 1 episode 1 character build, and like all of a sudden everyone's morality's changed because they're at war and they're standing around talking about it. I ain't seen no one get popped, and I'm just sitting here like, yo, what's going on? It's like slow as hell. It's like when I see all out war, I want every episode to be popping off, and nothing's happened.
Yeah, I agree. It's the wrong time. I mean, we'll get to Maggie in a minute, but I think where her character's at, that makes sense for what the show is apparently going for. But the King stuff, Ezekiel, this should have been done last season. He shouldn't be doing this crap now. He should have been in a position of power and getting ready to fight, not having this. I mean, I'm glad he dropped that stupid voice he puts on, but it's the wrong time to do it.
I'll be real with you. What it is, I'll agree with you with the wrong time. They're dealing with the after effects of the war during the war. Like,
right.
Standing around talking about ethical decisions, right, we've done this, we took out Negan, we took out the main saviours, now we've got a bunch of these saviour refugees, what do? That's next half of the season, after the first half of the season's pure mullering, and they're standing, and it's like, yo, it's like the war's still going on, but the point is, the pace of the kind of first conquest, if you will, has kind of set the tone for the rest, that we blitzed that in 1 episode, and now they keep talking about this plan. This plan's random people running to random places, not doing anything, not killing anyone, and then everyone else on the other side of the map standing around talking about stuff. I don't know, man, but it sounds slow to me. It sounds real. I'm sitting there thinking, are they trying to save money because they're planning some big thing? And then you know that's going to be the mid-season finale, and it's going to be the most rushed thing you've ever seen, and it's just going to be like, oh, we had to wait 12 episodes for 1 good episode. I don't know. I ain't feeling
it. Just doesn't feel like a war at the minute. It still feels like the preamble to it, even though apparently it's going on. Like with the Maggie stuff, like I was saying, I think her character-wise, she's at where she should be. But what I don't get with her stuff is, like, why is Xander Berkeley, why is he still alive?
Because they're too puss to put him down.
Like, what? But sure, in terms of the character, yeah, he is, but in terms of, like, the show, like, why are you keeping this guy around now? You should have killed him off already.
And it's too much of a baghead. It's not going to do anything.
Yeah, but they're meant to be going to war. You can't afford to be dealing with this idiot. What's the point? Get rid of him, deal with Negan.
Yeah, but everyone else is too nang. This whole program's full of nangheads. They need me in there making the tough decisions. I don't know, man, but it's screeching to a halt really, really slowly. And it's like baggage. I mean...
Seriously, this Carl thing, though, I don't get it. Why is Carl bothering this one guy? Why have they got him doing it? He's meant to be fighting a war. He's going to help this one dude in the woods. Why?
I think he's been humbled, but truth be told...
Screw that, don't humble him, that's boring. Have him be the guy going around killing people again, that was fun.
Angry.
I never understood why people complained in the early years about Carl. He's exactly the kind of character they should have had on the show. Now he's boring.
Yeah, I think because as a little kid, you know what, like visually a young kid, and people like, I was going around popping his mum and stuff like that. It's a little too much. But yeah, I feel like that whole thing, like the season premiere last season, when Negan was murking people, and then it lost a ton of viewers because it was quote unquote too violent, and now they seem to have like nanged everything. Like everything's gone full soft, and it's just like, it's like...
They didn't lose viewers because it's too violent. They lost viewers because it's season 8, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, but
the show's dragging on.
They seem to have got into head because they got hella complaints and stuff like that. That was too violent. And then you had that episode, and then everything else was whack, and then you had the mid-season, and then everything else was whack. And this, I honestly feel like they've took it to heart, and now they're being like really conservative, and it's just, I mean, yeah, I get you've got to be more than just going around killing zombies every single episode, but the dialogue ain't hot. The dialogue don't interest me, so if you're going to try and build yourself up to be something special, you know what I mean, in terms of, oh, we're not a one-trick pony just going around flipping, killing zombies every which way, we can instill through our dialogue a good story and make you feel a motive towards the characters. It's like, yeah, but the dialogue's whack. The talking's whack. Especially if you got a whole episode of them talking. It's like, I mean, I've been, you know, you watch it for flipping 6-7 years. There ain't much more you need to know about the characters, you know what I mean? You need to see them flex. All out war, all out standing around talking. That's what they should have called it. Baggage. Mm-hmm. You know, I ain't that guy who's just like, oh, I've got to have something blow up every 5 minutes or it's whack. I'm not that guy, you know what I mean? Good dialogue's good dialogue. This ain't good dialogue, it's baggage. It's real baggage. And
well, you should have that when we get teased with It's All Out War. It's not. We had one action scene, which was, I'll give you, it was kind of fun. I thought the end was quite cool when Daryl like drove the lorry or the truck, whatever they call it in the States. That was into the car that was getting away. That was alright, but it's like, what, 3 minutes out of an entire episode?
It's like, if we rolled up on the mic right now and said, welcome to the Superhero Hub, and then just sat around for 10 minutes with our head in our hands not saying anything, you're going to be like, yo, you know what I mean? You're expected
some would probably consider an improvement.
You expect it to, if it's going to be popping, you expect it to be popping. And, you know, their mouths are making checks, their ass can't cash. And I ain't feeling it. Numbers.
It's like, also, the thing with Rick as well, brief as it was, I feel like I've seen that 10 times already.
Yeah. He's begging.
With those exact same characters.
Begging like a bitch. So, yeah, real talk.
It's like, they talked about he's going to be back to all action, badass Rick. Like, he had a chance to shoot Negan, didn't do it. Just banged on there talking to him. Now he's talking to these people. Go shoot someone. And take Carl with you. Make him shoot someone. Make him interesting again.
I've had enough talking in this one episode for the rest of the season. Yeah. I was never the biggest Walking Dead fan. You know what I mean? You get the people who just watch the TV show and people who watch the TV show, watch Fear the Walking Dead and read the comics, you know. I've never been the biggest Walking Dead fan. I'm not a poser. I mean, I know the comics and I watch Fear the Walking Dead, but I've never been like, oh my god, it's like the best show ever. I love it. But like, yo, I'm bored of it now. I'm real bored of it now. It's just a slog. It's one of them things where, like, as I said, if it gets to the point where, like, Wikipedia can tell you all you need to know in 3 sentences and save yourself 50 minutes, I mean, come on. Speaks for itself. Which is ironic, because that's the problem, speaking. Let's talk numbers.
And there's the thing, before we wrap up as well, the thing is, like, I don't think... There's no Shane. You know what I mean? There's no character who you think, oh, anything can happen with this guy. There's none of that. I mean, because Negan's not in every episode. He'd probably get annoying if he was. There's not that character.
Yeah, I mean...
And so we're just stuck with the rest of them.
I'll look at it now. Negan's like one of the biggest characters in the comics. You know what I mean? So, really, I feel like he's being underused. He's been in, like, what? I mean, if you put his screen time together through the 6 episodes... say like what 6 hours, has been in about 10 minutes so far. This guy, it's not like this guy's Kite Man, you know what I mean? It's not like this guy's like Z-list kind of character. I mean, this guy's A-list in terms of The Walking Dead. I mean, he's being underused. It's just the fact he don't even need to go around smacking people around. I think, you know, his dialogue's that good and his charisma's that good that he don't need to be whacking people to like come off flexing, you know what I mean? I feel they're heavily underusing him, and I feel like whenever they're gonna show him up, it's all gonna be rushed, and it's like, Oh geez, it's like you spent flipping 3/4 of the season waffling on about nonsense, because you know whatever plans they make anyway, it's going to go to crap anyway. So spend 3/4 of the season standing about talking, and everything else is rushed, and it's just like, it's one of them things where like, oh, this was so worth it. This episode was worth sitting around for 10 episodes because this was so great. It's like, nah. I can imagine a lot of people saying that when a good episode does crop up, because people are people, but real talk, baggage. It's baggage. I swear to God, it's baggage.
Well, I am going to give it a 6.5.
I'm going to give it a 4.
Wow. You hate it that much, huh?
Dude, Wikipedia told me all I needed to know in literally 4, like, the article was that big under the episode, and I read it and I thought, oh, maybe I can get away with just reading that and I don't actually have to watch the episode, like, jokingly, because then I was thinking, nah, because I guarantee if I flipping don't watch the episode, there'll be a big thing that you'll pull me on, and I'll just sit there like, oh yeah, that was good. But like, nah, I actually watched the episode and I was like, damn it, I should have just read the Wikipedia article and sat around for 40 minutes. I mean, it's crazy. That's a sign of bad things, right? Even Fear the Walking Dead's never done that. Even when I've considered...
Oh, steady on.
Even when I've considered doing it for Fear the Walking Dead, I watched the episode and I'm like, oh, thank God I watched that, because something actually happened that Wikipedia didn't tell me about. For baggage. And next week's going to be baggage. And I watched the preview, and the best bit of the episode's going to be in the little 30-second preview, and the other 43 minutes and 50 seconds, baggage. I just can't believe it. This is like, I don't get, it's like, I'm going to make a quick observation now before we wrap up. This show's bringing in double figure viewers, 14 million viewers every single week. It's got to be making fat cash purely on merchandise, and they're making the fat cash. You know what I mean? So it must be making tens of millions of dollars, I mean, per episode. And they're not, you know what I mean? They're putting no effort into it. The writing's whack. They're dragging stuff out. They're standing around. It's like, we know you've got money. I mean, even the tiger, you know, the big centerpiece and that, even the CGI on that looked whack. And I'm just thinking, yo, where are they putting this money? I'm telling you, they're putting their money in their back pockets, because they're making, I mean, yeah, you've got the whole makeup and stuff like that of the zombies and stuff like that. But I mean, how much is it going to cost you to dress up about 100 zombies that you're only using out of 23 episodes 5 times? I mean, they're not spending money on CGI. They're not spending money on where's the money going? I just don't get how you can have like one of the biggest shows ever. You're into season 8. You've crossed syndication points, so now you're making even more money, and like, it ain't showing. You know what I mean? You see with Game of Thrones and stuff like that, as that progressed and that started pulling in like 10-15 million viewers an episode, they bumped the budget up about another 10 million a season, you know what I mean? But for this, it's like they're spending less money. It's crazy. I don't get it.
Well, on that positive note,
It's I want to work at AMC. I want to
sure
be a
you do.
shareholder in AMC, because I know they're ferreting away about 8 million an episode into their shareholders' back pockets, allegedly, because like, where's the money going? It's like, it's got to be going into their back pockets. You know what I mean?
well, in all seriousness, there is something going on there, because aren't like Frank Darabont and Robert Kirkman both suing them?
Oh, probably. They're probably giving them pennies. You know what I mean? It's just crazy that, honestly, no word of a lie, there's got to be about 5 million per episode that profit. There's got to be going into like executives' back pockets, not the creators, not those executives, just like the executive producers at AMC. that's not getting pumped back into the show. You know, it's like good business. The profit you make, you pump back into the show to make it even better. Hence Game of Thrones. Hence there's never been really a whack episode of Game of Thrones. It just gets better and better. But for this, so I don't know. I need a job at AMC. I need 2 million in bonuses every week. I don't know what's going on. I'm not crazy, right? I mean, trust.
I don't know. I don't care. All I care about the crap I have to watch.
Yeah, exactly. We have to watch it, and it's like I'm sitting there watching the episode, thinking, right, they're cutting corners at bad CGI, no zombies, no explosions, none of this, none of that. Where's the money gone? I'm expecting some big £10 billion scene where everything blows up. Where's it at? The only thing blowing up is their bank balances. I'm Sam.
I'm Matt.
And we always put 100% of our effort and profit back into the show. This is a superhero hub.